Lord have mercy. It's okay, little fella. It's okay. You just stay right there. It's okay. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to come full circle pretty soon. Oh, little kitty's going to be walking up a hill to school both ways in the snow. So what's going to happen to the RV industry with fuel prices at an all-time high as far as I can remember? I don't know about you. So how's this going to affect your travel? And how's this going to trickle down through the industry? I guess if we start with the industry itself, which is coming off of an all-time sales high, record numbers from the pandemic, when everybody pretty much figured out that RV travel was what they could do and was the way to go on a vacation. But what's going to happen with it now that everybody has these RVs and fuel prices are through the roof? It's not only fuel prices that go. When fuel prices go up, when diesel fuel goes up, everything goes up. Everything that's delivered to the manufacturers to build the RVs is going to cost the manufacturer more to get. How much of that is going to be passed on to the consumer? Because diesel fuel, as of today in our area, has gone up for almost 45%. So if you were to pass along half of that expense in manufacturing to a consumer on an RV, that would add $10,000 to a $40,000 RV.
That's crazy, and that's not even factoring in the aftermarket. After manufacture, when it's being delivered to.
Well, it's got to be, the delivery costs are going to be
dealers, double. Right?
Are they going to pass that along to the consumer, or are they going to eat that themselves? Who knows? Or are they going to meet it halfway? What do you think? Leave it down in the comments. Let us know what you think is going to happen as far as manufacturing. So is that going to flood the used market now?
How is that going to affect prices in the used market?
Is the used market going to get flooded and prices are going to tank to the bottom? Everybody's been speculating that the used market's going to blow up at any given point in time, or the bottom is going to fall out of the new market.
Right.
And neither one of those things has really happened yet. I think everybody's still kind of waiting on that to happen, and this might be the catalyst that makes it happen. When fuel prices go up, they go up overnight. When they go down from those incidents, it takes months. So I don't think we're going to see any reprieve during the summer of this year.
Oh, probably not.
And I don't even think they've gone as high as they're going to go. How's that going to affect how you use your RV? A 30 or 40% increase in fuel.
Well, that could totally blow your budget.
Could destroy your budget.
So what will you have to do without in order to compensate for the higher gas price? Because I'm pretty sure that none of us have budgeted in these prices for our travel. So how is that going to affect the way that you travel? Are you going to travel shorter distances, or maybe stay longer at your destinations, or will this just wipe out your travel plans altogether?
Right. I think we'll see longtime RVers who have been RVing, forever. Maybe they stay more local.
And for longer periods of time.
And for longer periods of time. Full-timers definitely are probably going to be hustling to extend wherever they're at.
Now, we do know people who have already set their plans for this season of travel, and they've already made their reservations, they have everything confirmed, deposits made, so they're just really going to have to try and suck it up and stick with their plan and probably do less at their destinations.
Yeah, depending on the distance, do you eat the deposit?
Right.
If the deposit's half of what you would pay in fuel, I think we will probably be of the more local within our state kind of campers. Until this kind of blows over, we're really looking to go up to Indiana and Michigan and that area in July. I have to see what fuel cost is in July.
Right. So another thing to consider with the gas prices is once you reach your destination and you have to restock on supplies.
Yeah.
That's going to be more expensive also.
Right. And that goes back to what we're talking about with manufacturing. When fuel prices are up, everything goes up. Propane goes up. Propane's higher than it's ever been. The milk and eggs and
bread,
and everything at the grocery store is probably going to go up in price because everything gets delivered buy a truck somewhere or along the way. So some of that right now is kind of projected and unknown. You don't know what the cost of groceries are going to be in a month.
No.
Because it takes a little bit of time for that to trickle down. So you know what's real close though, not too far away? Savannah.
October
the 13th through 16th is our Hoot Nanny. So make sure you guys go to our website, homeonthehitch.com, and check all the details out and get your tickets for that. What kind of things can we do to prepare for that? I think maybe some things, even though it's a little bit more expensive, you can start buying some stuff in bulk. Maybe you pack more staples.
Maybe you actually stock the fridge.
Maybe you stock the fridge before you leave. Toilet paper and stuff like that. Here we go on the toilet paper rolls again. But paper plates and the things that you might normally just shop for while you're on the road. Maybe you buy those in bulk locally when you can find a good price and stock up on those and pack more before you leave on your trip.
Right. Maybe you also really scour the internet for coupons and discounts for the touristy things that you want to do to help compensate for that.
We're not always the best about, we always have a general idea, I think, but when costs and prices are this high, if you're going to take a trip like that, then it's very important to have a budget for the trip because every cent is going to count.
Another thing, you could consider joining one of the wholesale memberships such as Costco or Sam's. They do offer a discount gas program that you have to be a member of the warehouses to get that.
You can get that. A lot of those have diesel. The TSD Open Roads Fuel Network, if you're not using that card, go ahead and join up there.
That's an excellent program for diesel users.
Yes, for diesel. We'll put a link to all that stuff down below, but that's another way to save some money.
So another thing that's going to also help you with your fuel cost is to check your tires. Make sure your tires are in good condition. Also, check the weight of your tow vehicle.
Yeah.
Try and take some of that excess stuff out that you really don't need for your trip. To take the weight out of your whatever you're towing, because that will increase your gas mileage also. Right, and also the time of day that you travel. You know, if you're going to travel earlier in the day, you're less likely to have to sit in traffic.
True, because you don't want to be sitting in traffic for 2 or 3 hours burning $6 a gallon diesel fuel. And I think if you travel at night, the air's thinner and cooler, and you're more aerodynamic.
Well, they do say that when you pump your fuel in a colder temperature, that you get more fuel in a sense. They say it's denser.
What?
I don't know whether that's true or not.
I'll have to look
One of those myths.
Yeah, is that a myth? Let us know down below in the comments what you think about that theory. So I think another thing that a lot of people don't do, or they don't think about in your surrounding area, look at the state parks.
The state parks are a great resource.
State parks are a great resource. They might not be where you normally go, and some of them might not have full hookups. You might have to get a little Timmy Turd tank and go to the dump station. You might have to alter how you camp a little bit. But most of the time they'll have sites with power and water. If they're going to be missing anything, it's going to be like a on-site sewer. And that's really not that big of a deal. The state parks are usually quite affordable, and they're gorgeous.
Which is also going to lead to, you're going to need to make your plans in advance, because the local sites are going to fill up really quick. So you need to go ahead and be getting that taken care of.
Absolutely. I think if you want to RV, you still can. I think you're going to have to adjust the way you do it, and be a little bit more, frugally conscious of what you're doing. Also, don't forget to check the routes that you're going, because sometimes some of the GPS programs, even the RV programs and the truck programs, take you on some side roads or things like that you might be able to get a better fuel mileage if you just kind of stay on the interstate. It might be a little bit longer, but you still would do better with the fuel mileage that way. So there's a whole list of things that you can do to still enjoy your RV with these rising fuel prices, because It is going to put a pinch on your penny, but it doesn't have to snuff out the fun. So,
No.
no.
If you have found any of this information helpful to you, please consider hitting the like and the subscribe button.
Yeah, do all those things, and help us out if you liked the video. If you didn't, then I'm sorry.
The YouTube algorithm the YouTube algorithm really likes those sort of things.
They do. We haven't figured it out yet.
No, but we certainly like you and presenting our information to you, so be sure and hit it.
All right, guys, so we hope you enjoyed the video. Click all the buttons. Until next time, take care of each other.
Love each other.
Make every moment count. We'll see you next time, guys.